folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Lisa, and my husband Tom and I have purchased land in Northeast Washington, and we're building our dream home, a custom home, and we're taking you along for the ride. In this week's episode, I have everything from sinkholes to soffits and HVAC. So, and one really exciting thing, maybe I'll leave it as a surprise, although you can also skip ahead in the timeline or in the description. I'm using chapters, so you can skip ahead to a particular topic if you would like to. But I hope you watch the entire thing. We've had a lot of rain, and that has caused some sinkholes in our yard. So I'm going to show you from this hydrant. We just had this hydrant installed, and so they had to dig a trench through the driveway, and that has now become a big sinkhole. You can see from the new hydrant coming down, it's just made a big mess. And it goes all the way across, and water is just pooling up in what will be our front yard. The hillside is also a little unstable, and there's pools of water up in front of the house. So this is an issue we're going to have to resolve. Not quite sure of the resolution, but something we got to figure out. From all the rain we had, here's another example of just how wet it got, and the ground just started to give way in places where we've, been moving the earth around. Surprisingly, though, this edge was okay. So it's just interesting where we see this. So I'm in the front of the house now, and you can see what happened here. It just, with all the rain, it just found the lowest point, and some things just started to collapse. So in the end, we'll have to bring more fill dirt, maybe from somewhere else on the property, and or gravel, and just get it raised up so that the water doesn't come down here towards the house, but drains out that way. This was the area I showed earlier. Now that the rain has stopped, we still need to work on the dirt here on this hillside, but the guys brought gravel from up. There was a pile up around the house, so no more huge trench here, and hopefully it stays that way. Today the soffits are going up, so let me show you what the guys are working on.
Today the team got more of the soffits installed. So you see up in the dormer, 50 in. See the one side has the screen where it can pass air through. And then the front sides are just solid soffit material in our gray trim color. They also got around our walkway here, around the walkway, and then into the carport. So now you can really see that great. So we got that here. Some more of that. And the dormer in the back has the same treatment. The sun's starting to go down. It's another one of those crazy weather days where it started out nice. Then we had a little bit of rain, not too bad, but thunderstorms because there was some loud cracking, and then some high winds, and then now we're ending the day mostly calm. Today was the first day of the HVAC team being here. So those are the folks that are going to install all the ductwork, the furnace, air conditioner, what else? Oh, fans in the bathroom, and all the venting to go out of the house. So they have quite a bit of work to do. And like I say, they just got started today, but let's take a look at what they've done. I'm down here in the basement, and it's kind of dark down here, but we'll see. Actually, I could turn on my light. So they've brought in a lot of boxes of stuff. Obviously, we've got the ductwork, lots of big metal pipes and elbow pieces, all that kind of stuff they need to do, and this kind of stuff. I know, I'm so technical. So up here, they've started doing the holes for the heat ducts are getting defined here in various places. And they did go over that with Tom and I, and
said, you know, if we want to change where some of them are, we can. So we just have to figure out if things are in the right place. And we also talked about how we're going to exhaust the different like bathroom fans and kitchen fans. So looks like some of these they've covered. Maybe so you don't fall in. Not sure. The HVAC team was here working hard today. You saw them putting in the furnace, which is back here in our utility room. And they did do, you can see, they did sheetrock behind there, so we don't have to worry about trying to get that in later. But they started doing some of the duct work. So we've got this guy up above my head here. So that will continue on. And there's some other pipes that are ready to hook up when the time comes. But you might notice that this, like many basements, that's gonna hang down. So when Tom and I work on finishing the basement ourselves, we'll probably have like a false ceiling or just make the ceiling a little lower, which luckily we made this a 9-foot ceiling height currently, so we do have some room to work with. So I think either way, you know, we box this in or have a false ceiling set that low. That'll probably still put us like at an 8-foot ceiling, so should still be very comfortable. I see more ducting than yesterday, so you guys have been busy.
Let me just get one in here, then you don't have to strain your milk.
I'm in the main floor bathroom and just noticed that the HVAC guys got this fan in. It doesn't have the cover on, but they got the fan in and looks like it's gonna exhaust out that side of the house. The other team that was here today was the pre-installation of our wood stove. So they got up high there and got the preliminary, what do you call it, Tom? Preliminary stack, stove stack. So it's not going through the roof yet, but it's all lined up and ready.
They put insulation and all that stuff.
Okay, so they can add insulation and won't have to try and get this around later. It's all pre-installed. And where that's gonna be, if I step back, in our main living area, it's gonna be right here, centered on this wall, and go up.
Okay, flush up your end. There?
Yeah.
Okay. Wrong way.
Yeah, I think maybe it's too coming out.
Right. Okay, that's it. Actually, I need this one. Good. Send this down to you. You can grab it. Down on there. Careful. You okay? Right from that mark there. That's where you'll level over. Here. That was top of you. Go ahead and throw this up there. Grab it. Yeah, let's throw it up there. Grab it. Pretty light. Don't spin it, please. Okay? Got the nail gun ready up there. Don't worry about lifting.
it's been really exciting today for Tom and I to see this porch go up. I just love it, and it is really making the final look of the house. You know, we've been staring at the front of the house from our trailer windows and now with this last kind of final structural piece, I'll call it, to the house, we really, you know, can imagine the finished product. And I think next week we might have siding. Crossing my fingers. The siding starts to go up, and possibly the exterior doors, or maybe at least this front one. That would be really, really cool to see that complete finished look with the front of the house. And who knows what else. We still have HVAC here for I think 2 or 3 more days, so they should be making more progress. So we'll look at more of that next week. And then electrician is the next subcontractor, I believe, coming in. So have a great week, and thanks for watching.